Okay, this is lesson 6.4. It's going to be on page 127 in your note-taking guide, and this is about solving compound inequalities involving the word and. So if you go to 6.4, here's what we have. We're going to first of all define it, and how we're going to define this is to use the word and. We're going to be putting two inequalities together. That's really what compound means. Okay, so let's define the compound inequality like this. Compound inequality is two inequalities connected by the word and or the word or. Today we'll be specifically using the word and. What example 1 says is write a compound inequality that represents the set of all real numbers greater than -3 and less than or equal to 2. Then we're going to graph it. How we're going to graph this is on a number line. So there's really two ways we can write this. One way you might see it is looks like this. It's and let me just highlight this here. You might see right here, x is really what this here says is x is greater than -3 and x is less than or equal to 2. Now think of some numbers that might work there. For example, 0. 0 is less than, 0 is greater than -3, and it's also less than or equal to 2. Another number that might work is 1. Okay, now a faster way to write this is leave the x in the middle and have x greater than -3 and also x is less than or equal to -2. This is saying the same exact thing. It's also saying and here. So this implies that you're saying and. Now there's a couple ways you can write this. One way that you can write this is, or say this, a better way to say that is say this, is x is greater than -3 and x is less than or equal to 2. Another way it's sometimes said, and this is very, very close, is like this. X is greater than -3 and less than or equal to 2. Really the same thing. Notice that and is a key word here. Now what we're going to do is graph it next. So when we graph this, here's what we need to do. We're going to be putting an open circle on the -3. Now you should know this. The reason we're putting an open circle in the -3 is because x is greater than -3, but it can't be -3. So what we're saying is it can't be -3, but really can be, -2.5, -2, anything going this way. Now we'll stop right there because there's another part to this. X not only has to be greater than -3, but it also has to be less than or equal to 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a circle in the 2, but we're going to fill this in. So we're filling in that 2, saying that x can be 2. So we're going to fill it in now. Since it's less than or equal to 2, we're going this way. So like we set up here, x could be 0, x could be 1. There's a lot of other things it could be. It could be -half right there. Could be 2, and it could be 1/4. All those are greater than -3, and they are less than or equal to 2.